अन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 18, verse number 13. These are prayers of Prahlad Maharaj to Nrsimha Dev, who is living in this Hari Varsha. It's a description of Jambu Dvipa, which has 9 Varshas. So we read how in the previous 2 verses, actually in 3 of them, he is talking about sadhu sangha or association with devotees. And he said that this is the only thing he wants, because if one has good association, then one gets the chance to hear about the Lord, and that is the perfection of life. And then he said that devotees who are akinchana or fully surrendered to the Lord have all good qualities. On the other hand, non-devotees, because they are interested only in sensual pleasures, even their so-called good qualities are mixed with vices. They are never pure. So now he continues here. He says, Harirhi sakshat bhagavan saririnam atma jhashanam ivatoyamipsitam hitva mahantam yadi sajjate grihe tada mahattam vaisa dampatinam. So he says that it is Lord Hari who is the sakshat Bhagavan. There are 2 types of Bhagavan, Sakshat Bhagavan and Asakshat, directly God and indirect God. There are also indirect gods. They are not really Bhagavan. Sakshat means really, in truth. So Lord Hari is Bhagavan, and He is the most dear self of everybody. Although we think that we love somebody, we like somebody, or we have attachment to things, but this attachment is only because there is some energy of Lord and Lord Hari. Because Hari is that who captures your heart. So Hari is the one who captivates the heart. And whenever your heart is captivated by anything, it is because you think that there is Hari there. So therefore he says that Hari hi Sakshat Bhagavan Sharirinam Atma. Atma, although we usually think or translate Atma as the self or soul, but Atma means the supreme object of love. That is the secret meaning of Atma. So Lord Hari is the Atma, means He is the supreme object of love. And how is it? He said, Jashanam Toyami. Just like the water for fish. So just as fish cannot live without water, nobody can live without Hari. Although some are directly taking shelter of Hari and others are taking indirectly. But everybody survives, subsists because of Hari. Just as the fish cannot exist without water, cannot be happy. Water is the supreme object of love for the fish. You take the fish out of the water and try to feed him pasta, pizza, gulab jamun, anything. Fish will not be satisfied. So she will be completely in anxiety to get back to the water. So like that, Lord Hari is also our object of love, although out of Maya, out of ignorance, we don't think so. But whatever we are hankering for, that is actually Hari. So knowingly or unknowingly. Unknowingly means you think that you are independent of God, and knowingly means you are not independent. There is the difference. So therefore he says that he is the supreme. So he says if someone gives up him because of his pride or ego and remains attached in the house or family life, so then their greatness is known only by the age, not because of the qualities. So it says Mahatyam Vasa Dampati Nam. So he says Dampati means husband and wife, or these days boyfriend, girlfriend. So their greatness is known by the age. Somebody is more in age, then we say, oh, he is great. Say he is 90, he is 100, he is 110. So what difference does it make? Prahlad Maharaj says the greatness is by the character, by the quality, not by the age. So that happens when, and of course here quality are not the qualities which materialistic people consider as quality. Here those are quality which are related with Lord Hari. So this is Prahlad Maharaj's opinion. So now commentary by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He says, Nanu bhakti rahityadev grihe sajjatam शास्त्रज्ञत्वादि गुणवताम लोके महत्वं दृश्यते सत्यं तत्व वस्तुत उपहासास्पदमेव इति सहेतुकमाह. So he says, why you are talking about all this devotion to God and being fully devoted to God? Why not stay in the house without devotion? What is the problem? You have your house, you have your job, you have your family members. Eat nicely, live comfortably. Why bother about God? Or bother about devotion to God? At most you study Shastra, get knowledge of Shastra. But there is no need that you have to do devotion. Like many scholars are there, they study Indian books, right? They are big scholars, they are not devotees. They live in the house, they have family, they work, they have job. They enjoy. And they also know Shastra, sometimes better than devotees, in fact many times. So he says, Bhakti Rahitya Grihe Sajjatam, without devotion, remain attached to house. And you have Shastric knowledge and people will respect you. And if you know more than others, then you have respect. So Shastratvadi Gunavatam Loke Mahatvam says it is seen that those who know Shastra, even if they are not devotees, they are still respected. They are honored in the society because they can speak nicely. They can also answer questions, can write books. So, what do you say about that? What do you say? He's asking.
It's not going to give satisfaction to our soul or to ourselves.
It can be sukha gyan.
It is gyan.
Dry intellect.
Maybe dry, it is good. Sometimes wet is not good. If it is cold, you get wet. You want wet dress, wet food.
They stay in the cycle of birth and death.
What is the problem if it is dry gyan?
No bhakti ras.
That's what I'm saying. What is the problem? Your knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge, Krishna says, purifies. Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitram vidyate. Krishna says there is nothing more purifying than jnana. Jnanam labdha param shanti masirena gasti. After getting knowledge, you become peaceful immediately. This is Krishna speaking.
Knowledge, no peace.
Yeah, so you have knowledge, and even if it is dry, you are peaceful. And dry is light, so it's not a big weight. It is wet, it becomes heavy. It will bend your back. So what is the problem? Krishna says, Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprakshnena sevya updekshanti te jnanam. Right? He says, go to these people and they will instruct you in jnana. So get jnana. Vimudhana nupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Foolish people do not see, but those who have jnana chakshu, they see, and especially if it is dry jnana, you see better, because if it is wet, you cannot see where eyes are. Right? What is this? So jnana is good. What is the devotion? That's the Purva Paksha. That is the question raised. You are all bhaktas, you have to say something.
Jnana without
You should refute this.
Gyan without bhakti, it doesn't work.
Bhakti
Only
Vigyan.
bhakti can, only bhakti is transcendental.
Everybody says something.
If the knowledge is not used to surrender to God, is like ignorance.
Is agyan. Bhakti Vigyan hona chahiye.
Is not the real knowledge.
Knowledge is
It's
these
improper
words
knowledge.
without
Improper use of the knowledge.
Okay, good. So he says that Satyam, he says you are right. He says yes, you are right. If you don't have bhakti and you have knowledge of Shastra, people will respect you. But he says, but tattu vastuta uphasa padame. But actually it is a joke. He said that type of respect is just joke. Because it is meaningless. It's just like fish out of water. Because you may be going around giving lecture and talking and people respecting, but inside you are empty. So fish may look very nice, but without water it's not happy. So that says that Sahetuka Maha Harir Hiti. So the reason why, what is the reason? Because you have no love. As somebody wrote here, Sujini said, no love. So if you don't have love, you only have dry gyan. Love is what makes it wet. Right? And if it is dry, then it is like desert. Hot sand, no water, nothing to eat, not even grass grows. What will you do? Suppose I drop you in the desert. Hot sun. Now you may think hot sun will be good because it is cold. But when actually it is hot sun, you don't like it. So you don't have shoes to wear and you are on the hot sand. Have you experienced that? Wherever you put your feet, they are just hot. So that is called dry gyan. People may think you are happy, but only you know what is going on with you. So Atma cannot be satisfied without bhakti. This is the question which was asked in Bhagavatam in the very beginning. Bruhina Shraddhadhananam Yena Atma Samprasidati. Sanaka Rishi said to Sut Goswami that you have studied all the Shastra. Please tell me what pleases the heart. Atma. So he says only bhakti, nothing else. Savai punsham paro dharmo yata bhakti radhoksade hetukiya pratihata yatma samprasidata. So only bhakti to adhokshaja, not bhakti to this person, that person. Adhokshaja is Krishna. Then Atma is satisfied. So even if you have shastric knowledge, you don't have bhakti, you are not satisfied. Many people had shastric knowledge. Ravana also, great scholar, he wrote Bhashya on the Vedas. He wrote book on Jyotish, commentaries on the Vedas. He was a highly learned person. Actually, he was one of the top learned person of his time. But he is not happy and so proud. And proud person cannot be happy. Because if you are proud, somebody is going to pinch your proud sooner or later. You cannot have all the time people glorifying you. So, more you are proud, more you are prone to suffer from somebody's insult, somebody's criticism. He said this about you and you are immediately disturbed. Because when you are proud, you are very sensitive. It's like your skin gets burned and it is scaled off, and you have body, some part without skin, how sensitive it is. Even if the fan is running, it hurts. So pride is like that. Pride has no skin. So everything hurts it. Even if somebody speaks, that little air coming from his mouth hurts the pride. So, and only a devotee is humble. Right? Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarve guna tatra samasate sura hara bhaktasya kuto mahadmana. So, manorathena asti dhavato bahi. So other people, those who are not devotees, they do not have mahad guna. They have guna, they have qualities, we don't deny, but not great qualities. So why is that? Because of no love, no devotion. That is the root of all good qualities. All good qualities come to devotees because they have love for God. When you have love, all good qualities come, isn't it? If you love somebody, then you manifest all good qualities towards that person. Right? You don't think to cheat that person, you don't think of misbehaving, getting upset. You don't do that. So love brings all the good qualities. That is the meaning when you say Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarve gunas tatra samasate sura. They naturally come. They all follow. As it is said in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that one has bhakti. Bhakti is like a queen, Bhakti Devi. Then all the maid servants follow. So love is the basic thing, all the good qualities. It's our practical experience. You love someone, then you are most kind towards that person, you are very generous, you are also humble towards that person. You don't show off to somebody whom you love. If you do that, that means there is no love. So naturally good character, everybody has it. This good quality, everybody has, the love is there. So in the material world is also seen, and what if you actually have the spiritual love? Then you have all spiritual qualities. And if that bhakti is not there, you can have tons of knowledge. Then it is a burden. Even if it is dry, still it is a burden on your head. Wherever you go, your head aches because of this knowledge. Sometimes you feel a little happy when people praise you, after that you again realize you have a weight on your head. So like fish, you take the fish out of water, you try to fan it. It may feel little comfort. As soon as the fan stops, it's again suffering. Tossing, turning this way, that way. It cannot be peaceful. It will die. It cannot be peaceful. So in material world, that is the type of happiness people get. But they are in torment. So therefore he says that this type, he says, what are you saying? Upahasa, this is a joke. He is a laughing stock, Upahasaspada. Upahasa means making fun. Aspada means object, means he is the butt of jokes. Why? Because Hari is Sakshat Bhagavan. So the logic, he's speaking with logic. He's not just saying it, he's giving logic. And you can experiment it. That without Hari, without Krishna, there is no happiness. Nobody ever became happy without God. Nobody. It's a universal fact. Nobody will ever become happy without God. Then you say, well, I see many people happy. Say, that is just a joke. Wait. They are in illusion. So sometimes people take drug, they think they are happy. That's an illusion. Like that people have some happiness, that is an illusion. When that illusion goes, then you realize, then you laugh at them. Oh, this guy. So you are big today, tomorrow you are on the road. So So then he gives logic and he gives example. Toyam ipsitam iti kaschit jhas jatir yatha toyam api hitva bahistatadeshu sukhartham pracharan jivan mrita bhavati. He says if a fish decides to get out of the water and think, let me go on the beach, so many people are walking, let me also get fresh air. So she comes out thinking she will find happiness there. And what becomes to fish? She becomes half dead. So that is means you give up Lord Hari. Ocean is like Lord Hari and we are like fish. So you come out, then you are like a fish out of water. Tathaiva Hari Vimukho Jivan Mrita Eva Sanatu Mahan. He says like that a person who is not devoted to Lord Hari, Lord Krishna, he is a Jivan Mrita. He is a walking corpse. Living dead. There are two types of dead. Those who are dead and those who are living dead. So everybody is dead if you are not a devotee. So Ayur Harti Vaipumsham says that the sun is taking away everybody's life by setting and rising. It's killing everyone. So Saturna Mahan, he is not great. तदपि यदि लोके महान स्यात् तदा वयसा यौवने नैव दंपतीनां यथा महत्त्वं तथा यूनो दंपत्योर्यथा. So he says even if there is some greatness in this world, then what is the greatness? He says it is by age. Somebody is great because somebody is old, somebody is great because somebody is young. Right? Somebody is great because somebody is a baby child. Oh, I got a baby. So your baby is great. So greatness is only by vayasa, by the age, not by the quality. So tatha yunor dampatyor yatha parasparam adras tatha na vridhyor napi balyo. So he says just like Dampati, husband, wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, their greatness is only because of youth and therefore they respect each other, not when they get old. Napi balyo Dampati pujayam cha yavan vishishtau eva Dampati vastra alankarivi bhir adhikam pujyate na tatha vidha. So only if boy and girl are there, then they are liked because of their youth and they are dressed nicely, good ornaments, makeup. So he says this is not respected if they become old and if they are dressed nicely, they are not given that much respect. So that is the meaning of age. Tasmad rajo raga vishadamanyu manas priha bhadanyadhimulam hitvagiham sanskriti chakravalam nishingapadam bhajata kuto bhayam niti. So therefore what is to be done? Says just worship Lord Nrsimhadev and you will become fearless. So give up all this Rajo Raga Vishada Manu Manas Priha Bharidanya Adhimunam Tvagriham, this attachment to house. So, which leads to material desires, grief, anger, pride, material desires for objects, fear, and pettiness, mental stress, and then ultimately getting into the cycle of birth and death. He says all these things are because of attachment to house. So attachment to house means attachment to material life. So he says that you give up all these things and just worship Lord Nrsimha. So bhajta kuto bhayam Nrsimha padam, feet of Lord Nrsimha Dev, which are the source of fearlessness. So if you take shelter of God, then no fear, as Krishna says that surrender to me, I will protect you, and there is no need to fear, lament, or grieve, masucha. Otherwise everybody has to face these problems. Everybody has fear, everybody has anxiety, stress, desires, some pride, some attachments, anger. So all this one has to face. But if one takes shelter of Lord Nrsimha, then all this will be brought to an end. So therefore he is recommending this. Rajas Trishnam Rago Abhinivesha. So Raja means Trishna or desires, and Raga means absorption in material world, material objects. Sansriter Chakravalam Mandal Rupam Grimadhya eva Sansriti Tishtati Bhav. So Chakraval is like a round thing. So you go around, and that going around is material life. You are born, you die, you are born, you die, you go on like that. So that is material world. Bhajata iti asuran pratyupdesha. And why is he saying that you worship? So he says this is his instruction to the sons of Daityas, because they are his associates. So he is referring to them. So this is the talk about Hari Varsha, where Prahlad is worshipping Nrsimha Dev. And before that we had elaborate Varsha, where Lord Shiva was worshipping Lord Sankarshan. And now we come to Ketumal Varsha. Ketumale api Bhagavan Kamadeva Swarupena Lakshmiya Priya Chikirshaya Prajapater Duhitrinam Putranam Tadvarshapatinam Purusha Ayusha Ahoratra Parisankhyanam Yasam Garbha Mahapurusha Mahastra Tejaso Udvejit Manasam Vidhvasta Vyasavaha Samatsarante Vinipatanti. So who is in Ketumal? So in Ketumal the Lord is living as Kamadev. Kamadev is to say Cupid. So but this is not material Cupid. This is transcendental Cupid. So that's Lord is living there to do welfare to Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is worshipping him. And also there is a Prajapati whose name is Samvatsara. Samvatsara literally means a year, which has 365 days. So there is also Prajapati whose name is Year, and he has his sons and daughters who are all devoted to Lord Narayana. So he says that there are devatas or divine beings who are the presiding deities of the night, and they are the females. And then there are devatas who are presiding deities of the day, and they are the sons. Because Samvatsar means year, and year has day and night. So these are his sons and daughters. Nights are the daughters and days are the sons. And they live for how many years? 36,000 years. Why? Because their day and night are 100 years each. 100 years day, 100 years night. So their 1 year will become 360 plus 100, 36,000. That is the Samvatsar, 1 year. So their 1 year is equal to our 36,000 years. That is their lifespan.
That's from the human point of view.
Yeah. So,
What they feel about one night is what we feel about one night.
no.
Day and night.
So they are the adhipati of that year. So these daughters, they are very much afraid of the Sudarshan Chakra of the Lord Narayana. This is his weapon. And therefore at the end of each year, their wombs get aborted because of the fear of the chakra.
I could not understand what is that.
Don't understand, just listen. So, Kamena Kandarpa Vilasena Divyati iti Kamadeva. So, why is he called Kamadeva? Because he performs pastimes of Cupid. Tatswarupena Bhagavan Astaiti says he stays there in that form. Samvatsaro vai Prajapati iti Shrute. So Samvatsar is also called Prajapati or Prajnant. Prajapati Samvatsaratmakaha Kala. So Prajapati here means the time of 1 year. These are some things which are related with Purnamansa. That's why they are difficult to understand. Because in Purnamansa, as I said earlier, there are yagyas or sacrifices which are performed every day. Right? Agnihotra, morning, evening. Then there are sacrifices which are done every fortnight, Das Purnamas. Then there are sacrifices which are done every 3 months, Chaturmasi. And there are sacrifices which is done yearly, that is Samvatsara. So these are related with this time. And this is called Prajapati here because this is all related with progeny. That's why those who take sannyas, they don't do these yagyas. Because they are out of Prajapati jurisdiction. So Prajapati Samvatsara Atmaka. So when it is said this horse sacrifice is done, this horse also signifies sun. And sun is that which makes day and night in the months and the years. So samvatsaratmakah kalastadabhimani deva ev tasya duhitrinam putranam cha ratri divasabhimaninam devanam priyachikirshya purushayishayati. So to do welfare to the daughters and sons of this samvatsara in the form of Kal and also Prajapati. So it is related with these sons and daughters or the deities related with this time. So for their welfare Lord is existing there. Kathana samkala kali yuga apeksha evar vakta ter varshatena yani horatrani tai parisankhya ganana yesam sattrinshat sahasranam. So according to the Kali Yuga, we live like 100 years, their life is 36,000 years. Yasam patimatinam duhitrinam divas hitanam ratrinam. So they both are together. Mahastrata kala chakra rupat garbha chandlavadhyatmaka kala. So by the great chakra, their wombs abort. So what does it mean? Wombs abort. It is not to be taken literally. Because the womb, what is in the womb of day and night? Like hours, minutes, seconds. So this is obviously is dropping with time. That is the meaning of abortion. यद्वा वर्ष भोज्यानि लोकानां प्रारब्ध कर्म फलानि एवता रात्रि निमित्तीकृत्य उद्भूतत्वात् तासामेव गर्भा इति उत्प्रेक्ष्यन्ते तथा तेषां संवत्सरात्मक स्थूल कालान्ते भोगेन चैव गर्भपातत्वेन उत्प्रेक्ष्यते. So that is the one meaning he gives. Then he gives one more meaning. So the other meaning is that people have their karma and you suffer or enjoy the karma in time. So when time is passing, then your karma is getting depleted. So at the end of samvatsara, 1 year, then your karma for 1 year is depleted. So that is like abortion. This is called utpreksha alankar, conjecturing. अहोरात्र अधिष्ठात्रियो देवतास्ता प्राकृतलोकवर्तिन्यो भगवन्तम् उपास्य वैकुण्ठ एव तद्भक्तानाम् अनश्वर प्रेम सेवा सुख निमित्त रूपा भविष्यन्ति इति उपासना फलम च द्रष्टव्यम्. So these devas who are the presiding deities of day and night, they are now in the material world and they are worshipping the Lord here in Ketumal Varsha. And by doing worship, what will happen? That these presiding deities of day and night, then they will go to Vaikuntha and there they will serve the Lord and His devotees and they will become eternal. So, tad bhaktanam anaswara prema seva sukha nimitta rupa. So they will become instrumental in doing the loving service to the devotees, and devotees are getting the pleasure from that service. Tad bhaktanam anaswara prem seva sukrupa nimitta rupa bhavishyanti. So this is also to be seen that this will be the benefit of performing service to the Lord here. So that means that there is time here in the material world and there is time in the spiritual world, because if the presiding deities are going there, then they will have day and night there. But those day and night, they are not for reducing anybody's karma or anything like that, but for the service of the Lord. So devotees perform seva and they get prem sukh, prem seva sukh, which is anaswar, imperishable. And time is instrumental in that, nimitta karan. So that is the significance. So we'll stop here. Stop recording, stop broadcasting. Chat also disappeared. Everything disappeared. Looks like we're disconnected now.
They write call.
Looks
Maybe
like
they
that.
are behind.
Yeah, it's not connected. At least it's not showing. No, it's not connected.
Did it start recording in the beginning?
No, it's recorded everything. It stopped. It didn't stop tonight.